Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today we'll be writing to Dealing with Resentment and Anger, Sadhguru. So I know some people has been, I know one person asked for longer Sadhguru videos. That's gonna be the next batch after this last video here. And a few videos in between, then I'll do the big batch of Sadhguru videos, which is gonna be, I think the video is about 3 hours long. It's a Q&A, I believe, with students. So that's going to be the next batch I will focus on Sadhguru. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started on this one. Dealing with resentment and anger. I can understand anger. Resentment, maybe actually. Even currently now. Although I will say it comes and goes. It's because of situations that I'm in that I can't do anything about. It's frustrating. I understand the situation, but it's still frustrating. That's why I say I'm not perfect. I understand, I know the plan, it's just that it's not happening fast enough. I'm trying to do better, I'm trying to do something about the situation, but I just can't. It's just, I'm stuck. That's all I can say. Let's go ahead and get started on this.
Anger, resentment, hatred, these are all poisons that you drink and you expect somebody else to die.
Well, not like that.
No, life doesn't work like that. You drink poison, you die. It's a very fair life.
Sir, when someone has wronged us or has abused us in some way, we either have feelings of hostility and resentment.
Oh, we must file a suit.
No, in a minor sense, if they abuse us or if they wrong us, we sometimes have feelings of resentment and hostility against them, and sometimes we might tend to forgive them and let it go. So my question here is, where must we draw a line to hold the wrongdoer responsible for what he does, and when should we know to forgive him, and when should we know to let it go? So this is the question.
Good question, actually. And also, this seems to be the video, the very 3-hour long video. This looks like a snippet of that. But good question. You know, you obviously you have control over your body and your emotions, and you can't control anyone else. But obviously, you can't let the person keep doing the same things over and over and over towards you. That's kind of my situation where I can't get out of this box, and I'm constantly being prodded all the time, and I know I understand and I know what I need to do, but I just don't have that yet to be able to do what I need to do to get out of that being prodded on. It's just terrible, and the only thing I can do is every time I think about it, I just have to vent. And then I calm down, and then it's just like a bucket that you keep filling up with water. Once the water gets full, you empty it out, and then you fill it up again, and then you empty it out. It's kind of like that until I can fix the situation. But I'm curious what Sadhguru has to say. Amazingly, this is dealing with my current situation too. That is something.
See, this is not about the other person. The choice for you is this. If you are given a choice, right now, for all of you, if you are given a choice that you can either live joyfully, blissfully, or miserably, or in anger, or in stress, or in resentment, what is your natural choice? You must choose. I'm going to bless you right now. What is your natural choice? Joyfully, isn't it? Because every human being is looking for highest level of pleasantness for himself or herself. You can call it joy, you can call it bliss, these are just words. Essentially, we want highest level of pleasantness for ourselves. If your body becomes pleasant, we call this health. If it becomes very pleasant, we call this pleasure. If your mind becomes pleasant, we call this peace. If it becomes very pleasant, we call this joy. If your emotions become pleasant, we call this love. If it becomes very pleasant, we call it compassion. If your very life energies become pleasant, we call this bliss. If it becomes very pleasant, we call it ecstasy. If your surroundings become pleasant, we call this success. Only to make your surroundings pleasant, you need the cooperation of all these people. Because in creating an external situation, There are many forces involved. Not all of them you even know. You understand? You want to create a wonderful situation for yourself, you don't even know how many forces are working in that area. If you harness a few forces, if they cooperate, things will happen. If they don't cooperate, it won't happen. But for the pleasantness of the body, pleasantness of the mind, pleasantness of your emotion and energy, it's 100% you. Yes or no?
Yes.
Surroundings, creating situations in the surroundings, you need cooperation from the people, otherwise it won't happen. So only for success, you need cooperation. To keep yourself pleasant is 100% yours. So right now, you know well that you want to be peaceful, but somebody else is doing something. What are they doing? They know what they know best. They're abusing you. Why are they doing it? Because that's all they know. Yes or no? That is how they know their life. That's why they're doing it.
Well, I hope. Most of the time, it's not necessarily that's all they know. It's to have malicious intent. I do believe. I mean, if that's all they know and they don't know nothing else, it's a little bit. It's not because they're being malicious towards you. It's just that's the only way they know how to act, which I don't think most people do. I think most people act a specific way towards you, whether it be maliciously or hatefully or whatever it may be, and it's intentional and not accidental or unintentional. So, for example, if that's the only way to know how to treat people, I can't exactly fault the person for that necessarily. They have to take responsibility for the action to realize, once they've been told that they've been wrong, that they have to realize that, okay, this has been wrong this entire time, I need to do better, I need to act better, versus someone who knows better and acts maliciously.
If you become resentful and you think something will happen to them, see, these are things. Anger, resentment, hatred, these are all poisons that you drink and you expect somebody else to die. No, life doesn't work like that. You drink poison, you die. It's a very fair life. If you drink poison, you die. Very fair, isn't it so? I drink poison and you die, is it fair? So, people who are in anger, resentment, hatred, this is their thing. They are drinking poison. When I say poison, I am not saying in a moral sense. There is substantial medical evidence right now that we can show you with a blood test that 5 minutes before you take your blood test right now, 5 minutes you may remain in extreme anger and take your blood test, you will see you're chemically poisoned actually. So you're literally poisoning yourself, thinking it's going to hurt them. No, it's only going to hurt you.
I don't know about that. I'm sure there is a chemical change in your body. And it's more than likely obviously not healthy. Because doctors say that when you're generally stressed, you tend to get more sick easily because you're stressed. What else? When you're not eating healthy, you get a little sick easier. When you're stressed, you're gonna get sick a little bit easier. I don't know what else. I know stress being a lot of people say that. So I'm assuming basically any emotion that's not happy or normal, meaning not stressed, not angry, not unhappy, all those will make you susceptible to being sick. I've heard that.
So it doesn't make sense to me, that's all. It's not a morality whether you should get angry or not get angry. It's up to you if you want to make a mess out of yourself.
That last part was loud. Scared me a little bit there. So I think that seems to be maybe a short a snippet of what I'm going to be doing for the next Sadhguru video, which is the 3-hour-long video with, I think, Q&A with students. So yes, anger and resentment. I do feel that today. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm always blissed out or I always understand or always take responsibility, which I do. But it doesn't mean that I'm always in balance, I'm always emotionally stable or whatever. No, I am still but a human being here, and learning inner engineering more than likely will help me out a lot. It's just a matter of how far I can go, the limitations of my mind and my body and my willpower more than likely. See how far I can take that. But yeah, I mean, it's just again, the way I think of things is like a bucket, where once it gets full, you have to empty it out. You have to relieve the stress or the anger, the resentment, whatever it may be, whatever emotion it is. Well, I guess except for the happy ones, those just naturally empty out. There's always a hole in that bucket. But the others, they tend to fill up, and the hole in them may not even exist. Well, anyways, that's my reaction to dealing with resentment and anger, Sadhguru. So I will be doing a longer video of his next batch of his video after this one and a few others. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.